Hey folks, Dolph Van Dale here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Christian rock band Vision that featured two members of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Before I get started, I need to give out a shout out, and that is to Angelic Warlord. A lot of times there aren't really good resources for looking up histories on Christian rock bands. And I went to his website and found a review he had done on one of the band's albums, and it gave a history and one that was a little more in depth than what I knew off the top of my head. Angelic Warlord is a great website, does a lot of reviews, and has a album release page where it gives dates for upcoming releases. Just a fantastic website that I frequently go to. So anyway, according to the Angelic Warlord website, Vision came out of an Assemblies of God praise and worship team, and Leon Wilkeson was the bass player, was the first member to kind of find out what this band Vision was about and to join. And then Billy Powell heard a demo of one of the songs while he was in jail for DUI. And he came to know the Lord and then joined this band. And so that's where we're going with this. If you, I will link to the review at Angelic Warlord in the description here, so if you want to read a little bit more, but I'm going to try to go ahead and get into these albums. The first album is this one, Vision, Mountain in the Sky. Now, talking to Scott Waters, apparently that title was not originally on this album. This second album is a self-titled album. So I guess they named this Mountain in the Sky to avoid confusion. It says it on my CD because this is an anniversary reissue of this album. I don't know if you get a clear track listing from there or not. Doesn't really matter because we're going to be looking at it on vinyl as well. So, good looking, it's a good looking CD, good looking reissue, and it's got a booklet. And, yeah, so it gives a write-up on the history in the booklet as well. Because of Leon Wilkeson and Billy Powell being in this band and also being from Lynyrd Skynyrd, I think sometimes they get labeled Southern rock. I don't think that's accurate. If anything, to me, they sound a little more progressive, almost with hints of like Kansas, and actually sound a lot more like AD, which was Kerry Livgren's Christian band when he left Kansas and then started making Christian rock. So yeah, these sound a little bit more progressive to me, as opposed to being Southern rock. So the first album just got reissued. In fact, I've got my copy. I've had it for a little while, a couple months, but I haven't popped a shrink on it. It's time to do that. So if you notice from one edit to another, the picture's kind of screwy. It's because my camera keeps popping out the bottom and throwing my phone on the floor. Is it doing it now? Okay, so we're going to hurry up and get through this. Here is that first album, Mountain in the Sky. This was put out by it was executive producer was Matthew Hunt. Of course, it's their label is I guess the band label is Born Twice Records. It's on the limited run vinyl series. So here's the back. You might get a clear track listing from that. Get an insert, lyrics, and looks like band history again. Kind of like the CD. Comes in a black polyline sleeve, the way I like it. And look at that. So we got custom center rings. Very nice vinyl reissue of Mountain in the Sky. So the second album I'm a lot more familiar with. It is simply titled Vision. This is an anniversary pressing of the CD. And sounds great. Did a really nice job with it. I have listened to this album easily the most of any Vision album because I had it back in the 80s. The other two I did not hear or did not have until a couple of years ago. So, you know, not a bad little insert there. I've had this bad boy for a long, long time. This came out in 1985. It does have several of the songs, I think about 4 of the songs from Mountain in the Sky also appear on this album. This album has a one-sided insert with lyrics. And this is the album as it came out on Heartbeat Records. So, I have listened to this album quite a bit and love it. Then there's the third album, Vision Street Fighter. I'm not as familiar with this. And, but glad to have it. Probably be listening to it more and more as I dig back into their music. And folds out again. Here we go. But it, to me, I've listened to it once and it sounds a little different from the first 2 albums, but not much. But it's a great band. They have a great sound. Just to me, it's more prog than it is Southern. But maybe I've lost my mind. For those who are familiar with the band, if you think I'm gone off the rails, let me know in the comments. But that's my take on it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I stopped in and hope that you're doing well. And until we see you again, peace.